Mario Kart 9 is about to be the biggest Mario Kart game ever. And what Mario Kart game doesn't have retro tracks? Okay, except for those ones. But retro tracks are a huge part of a Mario Kart game, making it some of the most interesting content to see what new tracks are returning. And so far, we've gone through characters and items that should be in Mario Kart 9, but today we are doing retro tracks. Yes, retro tracks. I'm going to be going through each Mario Kart game, picking 3 tracks that I think are my favorite that should be returning retro tracks in Mario Kart 9. But there are a few things I should go through first before we get started. I will not be including Tour because every single track from that game was already in the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass. I'm going to be also going through and picking courses that aren't in the Booster Course Pass because I really doubt we'll see courses from the Booster Course Pass as a retro track again. So yeah, I'll just be picking tracks that have not been in a Mario Kart game within the last 10 years. And one last thing, I can only pick tracks that originated in that specific Mario Kart game. Like Coconut Mall's in Mario Kart 7. I can't pick Coconut Mall for Mario Kart 7 because it originated in Mario Kart Wii. So only that specific Mario Kart game's original tracks. And with all that said, one tiny thing left before we get into the video, make sure to subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1,000 by the end of the year. So to help me reach that goal, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and like this video. And now, on to Mario Kart 9 Retro Tracks. Starting off with Super Mario Kart, I have Vanilla Lake / Vanilla Lake 2. They could be interchanged, but I think a Vanilla Lake track would be cool to see in the next Mario Kart game because I don't think Vanilla Lake has come back as a retro track in any of the Mario Kart games so far, except for Tour. And I think it'd be really cool to see this track come back with new features and add-ons, though it would make this track more interesting than just having it a plain circle. Choco Island is another track that's only been remade once outside of Tour, being remade in Mario Kart DS, and I think it was a different variant of this track, but I really don't know which one. I think this track would be really cool to see, again, having new features, like even like an anti-gravity section would be super cool if anti-gravity makes it into the game, but I think they could do something really cool. I'm just really not sure what they could do, but having something other than just driving around in a circle would be super fun, and I think this track could get an awesome remake. The final SNES track I think that has potential in coming back is Ghost Valley 1/2/3. I really don't know what variant, but any Ghost Valley track would be cool. We did just get Boo Lake, but I mean, I guess they're different tracks, kind of. They look pretty similar, but they are different. And we did get a variant in Mario Kart Wii, and I mean, also Tour, because I had like literally almost every track. Mario Kart Wii had a variant, so we'll probably get something other than that one, but I think Ghost Valley could have potential in coming into Mario Kart 9. For Mario Kart 64, one track I really wanted in the Booster Course Pass was Koopa Beach, but sadly, it never showed up, so I want to see it in Mario Kart 9, and I think this has potential in maybe showing up, but we did get it in Mario Kart 7, but that was around 2011 when the game came out, so we still could get this track, and it's a pretty fun experience, like a beach experience, and I'm pretty sure you can even see it in the background of Sunshine Airport, which is a cool detail, but I'm not sure why they didn't add it to the Booster Course Pass, but one I really wanted to see and hope it shows up in Mario Kart 9. N64 Wario Stadium is a track that has never been remade after over 20 years of being in a Mario Kart game, which kind of baffles me. Like, did Nintendo forget about this track? Like, where is it and why doesn't it exist anymore? Like, it's a great track, and I feel like with a few touch-ups, they could shorten it and just have it a more fun experience with kind of cool things like anti-gravity and all the modern Mario Kart things that we have nowadays, but I don't know where this track is, and I really want to see it in Mario Kart 9. Like, come on, Nintendo, please. The last N64 track I could see coming in is Sherbet Land from the N64. This is a pretty cool track. Not my favorite snow track, but it's still pretty cool, and I could see it coming in. It was also remade in Mario Kart Wii, which, I don't know, I feel like a lot of these tracks are in Mario Kart Wii, but I don't know, I feel like this one, if you just look at the N64 tracks, like, this one has most potential, or maybe even DK's Jungle Parkway, this or that, but I picked Sherbet Land because I just like this track better and would rather see this one instead of DK's Jungle Parkway. But yeah, those are the 3 N64 tracks. Moving on to the GBA. Another track we never got was Lakeside Park, and I don't think this one has ever been remade except for Mario Kart Tour. Now, this track would be really cool, and I think they could implement, like, the volcano in a new way. Like, how Mario Kart Tour, I'm pretty sure you can drive into the volcano, which is actually really cool, and I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's a thing, but I have no idea. I don't play Mario Kart Tour, but I do think that would be really cool, and I also feel like we did just get Riverside Park, but I feel like this track still has potential just because it's never been remade in a mainline Mario Kart game. I do really think this track has potential to be one of those really insane GBA tracks. They really went all out with the GBA tracks on the Switch. I hope they could do that again with all the retro tracks and not mainly just the GBA ones. GBA Yoshi Desert, the second track on the GBA to never have gotten a remake before. And this one I'm actually super surprised at. Like, why? This seems like it could get such a cool track out of it. Like, even in the modern Mario Karts, I think this one could be really cool. I get we do have other tracks that are like, we have Dry Desert, and I don't even know what the Wii one's called. Dry Ruins? I don't even know what that's called. Yeah, we do have a bunch of other desert tracks, but this one seems like it should have been remade at least once, and I have no idea why. And like, I know it's remade in Tour, but like, still, we're not counting that for this list. And I really want to see this in a modern Mario Kart game, because this track could be so cool. Last one is GBA Rainbow Road, and I think this could get a cool remake, but I don't know, I don't love this track, especially on the GBA, but maybe it's just because of those clunky controls, but I feel like this could get a cool remake for another Mario Kart game, like those thunderclouds and like the stars bouncing over the course, and like even like those like ramps on the side that you can just like bounce off and like skip some parts of the track. I think that would be super cool to get a remake in a Mario Kart game, and I don't know, they could add some like some new feature or mechanic to this track. I really don't know, but I still think this track would be cool, and it's one of the only Rainbow Roads that has never been remade in a Mario Kart game. The first track for Mario Kart Double Dash is Mushroom City, and I'm actually really surprised this track has never come back in a Mario Kart game, because like, I look at it, it's just awesome. Like, this is an incredible track, and I don't know why it's never come back, but Mario Kart 9 is the time for it to come back. This is a great track, and we better see it. Come on, Nintendo. I know like this track has potential, like, come on, we need to see this track. This wasn't even in the Booster Course Pass. Like, I am shocked at how like this track has never even been in a Mario Kart game, but over half the Double Dash tracks have been in other Mario Kart games. Like, why not this one? This one's great. Yet another Wario track to have never been remade after Double Dash. Wario Stadium is a really cool track that I, again, wish they would have remade. Like, some of the Double Dash tracks are just really good and haven't been remade for no reason. I don't know if, like, Nintendo, like, doesn't want to include them or just forgets about them, but I do not know. But this track seems really cool. They could add a bunch of new mechanics, like anti-gravity, again, if it makes it into Mario Kart 9, or even a new mechanic to Mario Kart 9 into this track, which I think would be super cool. And I do like this track. It's just not as good as Wario Stadium on N64, but this could get an awesome remake, and I would love to see it in Mario Kart 9. Final Double Dash track I had on my list was Bowser's Castle, and I really think we need more Bowser Castle tracks. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe had a total of 96 racetracks and only had 2 different Bowser Castles. Like, Mario Kart Super Circuit on the Game Boy Advance had 7, and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has like twice the amount of tracks and only had 2. Like, and I feel like we could get some really cool remakes of Bowser Castles, and the GameCube one just, I feel like would be a really good one to get a remake of, since it just has never been remade. There's a bunch of other possible ideas, like the Wii and DS one, but I don't know, I really like the GameCube one, and I would like to see it in Mario Kart 9. Now on to Mario Kart DS. Delfino Square is one of my favorite Mario Kart DS tracks, and I would love to see it in Mario Kart 9. It was in Mario Kart Wii, however, but I don't know. I feel like this course wasn't in the Booster Course Pass, but it should have been, and I really want to see this in the next Mario Kart game. This is a great track where you start off driving through the city, and then as you go down, you get closer to like a pier section with a bunch of food stands and a bridge that lowers for you to get a boost off of. This is a really good track, and I love the layout, and I love how it like takes place in some part of Delfino Isle, and this is such a cool track, and I would love to see it in Mario Kart 9. Gosh, Airship Fortress, where even to begin? This track is incredibly cool. Probably one of my favorite DS tracks in the whole game. I was super sad to see that this track wasn't in the Booster Course Pass. Like, this is an incredible track with you starting off driving through the airships, dodging bullet bills and fire, and then getting launched into like a tower that spirals down back to the starting line, which is a cool change of pace. This is a great track and would love to see it in Mario Kart 9. I don't know, I just feel like this definitely needs to be in a Mario Kart. It wasn't Mario Kart 7, but still a great track and would love to see this one return. Looking back at every single Rainbow Road track added to the Booster Course Pass, Wii Rainbow Road, 3DS Rainbow Road, why was this Rainbow Road not remade? This is a great track and I would love to see this one get remade because it's super cool. You start off with like a regular Rainbow Road, but then there's also like these loop-de-loops, but that also have dash panels on them, so you go really fast around them, which is super cool. Love to see this one in Mario Kart 9, and still, why has this one never been remade? I also really love the song that plays. I think this is a great Rainbow Road theme, and also just hearing a remix of this would just be super great. But yeah, come on Nintendo, we need this one for Mario Kart 9. Toad Factory is another track that I think many of you can agree on. We all wanted this track in the Booster Course Pass. Nintendo, where is this masterpiece of a track and why hasn't it been remade? Everybody seems to want this track, but Nintendo just refuses to make it for some reason. I really want to see this track in Mario Kart 9. Please, Nintendo, this is like the one track I want to see as a retro track in Mario Kart 9. Please, like, this is an insane track and it has like just a bunch of cool aspects and like little details throughout the entire course, and this just makes it an incredible track. Dry Ruins to me just feels like some random desert track, but I don't know, it's kind of fun, but I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of better desert tracks in the Mario Kart series, but when you look at the courses from the Wii, this is one of the only ones that kind of sticks out, and it's never gotten a remake before, so I think this track could be possible to see. I don't really love this track, it's just okay, but I still think it's one that we could see, and it's not that bad of a track, and I don't know, with maybe some like new mechanics that they're adding to Mario Kart 9, we could make this track a lot cooler and more fun to play through. Not my favorite track, but I still think it would be cool to see in the next Mario Kart. Mario Kart Wii Bowser Castle. Probably one of the better Bowser Castles in my opinion, to be honest, but I don't know why every single Bowser Castle feels the urge to always have some random ginormous Bowser in the middle of the course spitting fireballs or just like adding hazards to the track. But I don't know, I feel like it's not as unique anymore because it's literally been in like the GameCube one, the N64 one, Wii one, and Switch one all have some random Bowser, but I don't know, I guess it's kind of cool, but this kind of brings up my point again with we need more Bowser Castle tracks in the game because Mario Kart 8 Deluxe only had 2 different Bowser Castles when other games like Mario Kart 7 also had 2, and it had less tracks than even the base game of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I feel like we definitely need more Bowser Castles, and these tracks aren't that bad. Like again, GBA had 7, 8 Deluxe had 2, so yeah, we do definitely need more Bowser Castle tracks. Shy Guy Bazaar is one of the many Mario Kart 7 tracks that I think could be in this game. A lot of the tracks I feel like just haven't come back, and even some of the good tracks like Daisy Hills, Cheap Sheep Lagoon, and yeah, Shy Guy Bazaar aren't in the Booster Course Pass. And yes, I know like this game is technically new, I guess, because it's the second newest Mario Kart game if you don't include Tour. So I guess it'd be more likely not to see these tracks as retro, but I don't know. I feel like a lot of these tracks are pretty good, and I don't know why they're not retro tracks, but Shy Guy Bazaar is a pretty cool track where you just drive around some bazaar with a bunch of Shy Guys around, and like, I don't know, it's just a cool track in general, and would like to see it as a retro track. Might I just say I was incredibly disappointed not to see this track in the Booster Course Pass. I love this track, and it's probably one of my favorite Mario Kart 7 tracks. Like, this is such a unique track, and you drive around Woohoo Island from, like, the Wii Sports games, which is so cool. Even Maka Woohoo, which is another really great track, just not included on this list, because I just think this course is better, but either one is good. I really love how both tracks are like combined, and what they could do is kind of create an entirely new track by combining both Woohoo Loop and Maka Woohoo into one track, which would be so cool. I really want to see this track return because I really love this track from Mario Kart 7. Alright, at this point you can probably tell I'm a sucker for like those Wario themed tracks. Another Wario themed track is Wario Shipyard, which I really actually like this track. It's a cool combination that uses both the water mechanic, which was new in Mario Kart 7, and driving on land, which is, I don't know, I like how they combined both aspects to make it like a cool track. I think it's cool, like these wind blowing pipes and just seeing like the shipwrecks and like this. I feel like this is a very cool atmosphere to be racing on, and a very unique track, and one we haven't seen one like in a little while. I guess Daisy Cruiser is kind of like that, but I don't know, it's still like doesn't have any water that is in it, and I don't know, I like this track a lot and would really like to see this one because I don't know, it's kind of unique, and I don't know, I feel like they could add new stuff to it to make it even better than it is now. Water Park is a very interesting track to say the least. I mean, even the name is something just really random. It's just Water Park. Like, nothing cool or unique, just Water Park. Yeah, let's go with that. I really like this track, like how, again, it combines both underwater and out of water aspects, which is kind of cool, and we don't really see that a ton in Mario Kart tracks. I mean, I guess nowadays we do, but not back in the day we didn't, because that wasn't invented yet. But I really do love the uniqueness of the track, and like, yeah, it's just like an amusement park where you can see a bunch of rides, like some spinning cupcake looking things under the ocean, and a Wario Ferris wheel, and even like a roller coaster, which is really cool. Electrodrome has got to be one of the best Mario Kart 8 tracks. I mean, like, look at this. This is insane. Like with the lighting up road that you drive on, and I don't know, just all the colors. It's just like really cool. And I gotta say, this has got to be one of my favorite tracks of all time. Like, I don't know, I really originally did not love this track, but now it's just like incredible, and I really love this track. This definitely needs to get a remake, and maybe even like a remix of the music would sound really cool, because I mean, again, it has great music along with a great track, so I mean, it's gotta be great, right? And the final track of the video is Dolphin Shoals, another like gem from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, to be honest. Like, a lot of these tracks are great, and it was really hard picking just 3 tracks, because I mean, again, a lot of these tracks are really good, and I don't know, I just had to go with Dolphin Shoals because I really like this track. Ones that I was considering, like Cloud Top Cruise and Sunshine Airport. But I don't know, a lot of these tracks are great. I gotta say, I really hope this does make it into Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, especially a remix of the music, because gosh, that jazzy music has gotta be one of the best tracks in Mario Kart history. Well, if you made it this far, that means you must have enjoyed the video, right? And if you enjoyed the video, why not subscribe? Because there's a bunch of content like this coming out in the near future. And also give this video a like, just to show that you actually really enjoyed it. And yeah, tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. I'm always interested to hear what you guys think and what tracks you would like to see return for Mario Kart 9. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.